After the show yesterday, I don't know if anyone, I'll say this, if you're roughly around 40 years old, which I think that's a lot of people that listen to us, you might be in your 30s, 50s, roughly 40-ish.
You may be 60, but still have the mindset of a 40-something-year-old.
Every time you go to the dentist now, even if you have great teeth, it's not just a cleaning. It's like, we need to do a deep cleaning, and I know you have insurance, but that's an extra whatever out of pocket.
They're trying to make up for all that lost COVID money because people weren't going to the dentist. They're just trying to make it back to keep their office in check.
Every time I go there, you know what
they're trying to upsell you on a crown.
You know what they got me for the last 2 trips to the dentist? Well, your teeth look great, but some of the fillings you have are from the 90s when you were, a teenager? You were 10 years old?
How did they know we're from the 90s? You were wearing carpenter jeans?
No, they're wearing Cavaricis. They see the old silver fillings, and they're like, well, I mean, for precaution, we should probably replace those old fillings with the new fillings.
I like my silver fillings.
Like the Kanye ones?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a metal mouth like Ye.
You should get a platinum grill.
Yeah, there it is.
So every time I go to the dentist now, they're like, we're going to do 2 so slowly but surely,
metal mouth.
They're getting rid of all the silver fillings in my back molars because, I must have ate a lot of candy as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in the dentist chair,
and
La Reina,
chips.
yesterday. We're off the air at 4 p.m. I had a 5 o'clock dentist appointment. I went across the street for a half hour, did a quick workout, up the block, Encino Dental. 5 p.m. till 7:30.
Oof.
You were there 2.5 hours?
2.5 hours between a cleaning and this. And
Rich has a big mouth, in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
Takes a long time to clean that bad boy.
They lower someone down
yeah.
by a rope.
There is nothing more annoying than sitting in a dentist chair with all those suction sounds, and
especially when they're trying to talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you still,
I was at the Super Bowl. Yeah, it was great.
you still do that Fox Sports radio show?
Yeah, every day from 2 to 4.
The sound is very triggering.
So,
why don't you bring headphones and just tune this out?
I forgot. No joke. I was
on some Metallica.
They don't work.
Where are my AirPods? I totally forgot them, and I was like, fail. I almost want to be like, I'm changing my appointment. I need headphones.
You should have kept those sunglasses they put on you too, because they're better than the ones you have.
So, 2.5 hours in the chair, getting 3.
Hey, those TireRack.com sunglasses that he got for free are pretty
pretty
awesome.
2.5 hours. No, who cares? I get it. No one cares about my dentist work. But I assume that so many people have been to the dentist like me, and out of nowhere, they're like, well, now you need deep cleanings. Now you need this. Let's redo this filling.
Are you saying they're trying to scam you on a different level now?
I'm not
or
saying
they're
it.
upselling you now?
But I'm saying it
How often do you floss?
a couple times a week. Not every day, I'll be honest.
Well, there you go.
Are we
There's your
talking
answer.
dance moves, or
I
are we
just want to
talking
say,
teeth?
Rich, we had twin appointments yesterday. I also went to the dentist yesterday, and they also want to redo all my old fillings.
See, it's
So-
you. I mean, you're younger than me.
Is that so? Are you saying is that necessary, or is it a trend to get your money?
I just feel like the dentist is a big upsell these days. But here's my hypothetical. It has nothing to do with the dentist, and who cares about Rich Davis going to the dentist? But after sitting in that chair for 2 hours, I give you. I'm going to bang your head against the console. If I told you all your favorite sports teams, Danny G, I'll use you as an example. If I told you the Dodgers would win the World Series, the Lakers would win the NBA title, and the Raiders would win the Super Bowl, but you had to go to the dentist once a week and get work done for a year.
Get out of here. That's a nightmare.
For a year. Every week you had 2 hours of...
How desperate are you to win?
No, but
Get outta here.
dude, my Niners haven't won since 94, 95. The Mets haven't won since
That's a
86.
no for me, dog.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'll take my chances
I don't,
on...
Danny G's sitting there. He's
on
going to keep...
Marcus
Thinking
Stroman.
about it.
Danny G's going to keep his
Is it
sunglasses on.
is it just a cleaning, or
No.
are they shooting big needles and Novocaine into my gums?
Danny, Novocaine,
They're
fillings.
replacing all your silver fillings. No thanks.
If you had to go to the dentist every week for a year, that's 52 dental visits, but every single one of your teams won the championship.
Sounds like the best of times and the worst of times.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared of the dentist. I only have 2 fears: claustrophobia, and the dentist.
Yeah, nobody likes the
All right, so
dentist.
Danny, every week
No
you're going to
way.
get an MRI and a dental.
It's like borderline
We're gonna
torture.
trap you in a closet.
You want to be tortured once a week,
With
every
a
week
dentist.
for 52 weeks so that all of your teams could win. That's the hypothetical Rich is throwing out there based on his
Ask- you know,
experience
Spot,
yesterday.
I don't even think I do it once a month.
Spot, ask a Lions
It's
fan.
miserable.
Yeah, no.
Spot, ask
I don't even do it once every 6
Like
months.
walking out of there with a numb mouth for hours and
No,
everything
I love that
hurts.
part.
It hurts. Especially when it starts to wear off. You're like, oh.
Rich, if all 3 of my teams gave me rings and let me ride in the parades, then I might do it. I might think about it.
You know, it's an interesting one, and I want to hear from you guys at 877-99 on Fox, because if you're a diehard fan, you've had some great Yankees glory, Covino, as a
Big
New York
John-
Yankees fan.
Big John McClane guy.
No, not diehard fans.
Oh, sorry.
And I love John McClane too. Booby. If I told you, Cleveland Browns fan, if I told you, give me another, the Sacramento Kings fan, if I told you, rando Jets fan, that if you went to the dentist for a 2-hour weekly appointment, terrible annoyance, but your weekly appointment resulted in your team winning a chip, are you in?
Well, Jets
I
fans,
just
are
got
used,
back from
Jets
the-
fans are used to suffering for like 3 months out of the year. So what's
Why not?
another 9?
Spot,
Do
if
they
you-
have any hot dentists at this office or no?
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, you got to up the ante.
They're very
Yeah,
nice.
how hot is the hygienist?
They're very nice. Well, listen, I'm
Yeah.
fresh off of watching my team lose the Super Bowl, and it's an interesting one because yesterday was torturous. And if you told me, Rich, the outcome of Sunday's game would have been different. Niners won in overtime. You're
really
doing.
You're really trying to rationalize
but-
this, huh?
I'm saying if I'm picturing myself doing snow angels and the confetti, if I'm celebrating at the team after party and
No
the Niners
way.
are champions, but
It's
meant
kind of like you're a loser sports fan. Like, we're all sports
Whoa,
fans,
whoa,
but I feel
whoa.
like you're a loser sports fan if you're willing to do something like
Yeah.
this. How desperate are you for your team to win? You can't be that desperate. Give me a break.
Would you
Dentist, that's like the worst thing ever.
Would you pull a stew from The Hangover and yank out a tooth?
No.
If it meant the Niners winning,
yeah,
would you have
no.
done that? We were in Vegas.
Take your chances. That's the beauty of sports. You know,
Exactly.
you never know what to expect. No, the answer is no. Dentist is a nightmare.
what if I just mixed
when
it
they
up? and-
call
what
me
if I
up
what if
to schedule an appointment, I'm like, leave me alone.
Yeah, don't you want to earn it?
Yeah,
right
nah, earn
way.
it.
I mean, listen.
Especially when you throw the dentist in there.
What
No way.
what if I mix up the doctor? What if like 1 week it was a prostate exam, the next week it was a dental exam, the next week it was
all people I kind of hate.
You're going to be
no
healthy
thanks.
if you do that.
You should be doing that anyway.
You should.
Every
should
no,
be getting regular
his
checkups.
goofy hypotheticals once a week for the year, so that all your teams win that year. Yeah, I mean, I like the hypothetical, Rich, and I hate hypotheticals, but it's like you're asking people to be tortured for this victory. Like, winning is great, but it doesn't mean that much to me.
you and I were just talking about.
I'm not on the team.
We were just talking about how your Yankees got Juan Soto.
Yeah.
They're going to apparently be back on track this year. If I told you, Covino, the Yankees,
Like I said, I'll bank on Marcus Stroman to bring the heat. I'm not going to the dentist. My answer, no way, no how. That's my answer. I mean, we can go to the phones for fun. 877-99 on Fox, the most interactive, most inclusive show on radio. Covino and Rich with the hypothetical right now. A little bit of a venting session as well.
I mean,
But
these are all dumb.
I see where your train of
They're all
thought
dumb
was.
party hypotheticals. Like, you ever have that one
Yeah,
where
but
it's
you're
like,
still dealing with
Hey.
the grievance.
you know, think of all the dumb questions people have said. Like, hey, what if you were a multimillionaire but you permanently had like a buzz in your ear, like a buzzing sound? Like, these are like annoyances. If I told you,
Who said that?
no, you've never seen the would you rather, would you this or that? Like these dumb questions.
No, I would hate that. No. You got to believe in yourself and believe in your team. You know what? Ultimate belief in yourself and belief in your team eliminates all these stupid hypotheticals.
If you told
Guess
me,
why I don't want $1 million for a constant buzz in my ear? Because I'll probably have a buzz in my ear anyway from wearing headphones every day, and I believe in myself to make that money. So screw you and your hypothetical. That's how I feel about it.
Well,
but other
sorry.
people, no, that's my answer, right? That's my answer. But that doesn't mean that other people wouldn't do that out of desperation because their team sucks so bad. I get it.
I don't think it's desperation. I think it's out of love. You want to do it because you want to see your team
Yeah.
win, right?
like Lorena,
The guys on the actual team probably wouldn't even take that
Lorena,
offer.
if you told me that the outcome of this past Sunday changed and the Niners won, and the Mets were going to win the World Series in October. Two things that haven't happened in 30 years.
Because all your teams win with this deal.
30 years and almost 40 years?
Yes.
Yeah, if you told me the Mets and the Niners would win in a calendar year, but in that calendar year, I had to go to the dentist 52 times.
It sounds like a win-win-win to me.
The obligation of even going there is a nightmare.
You're going to have amazing teeth when you're done.
He's going to look like Matt Dillon in Something About Mary. That's what he's going to look like.
You look like Rex Ryan.
Yeah. It's going to be the Chompers and Covino show.
Ryan in Chico, we'll start with you.
Covino and Chompers.
What's going on, buddy? Would you take this ridiculous? Listen, only Covino Rich could give you this dumb hypothetical. A weekly dental nightmare, but it meant all your teams won that year.
All right, let me give you a hypothetical. So I was on vacation in Hawaii last week. I broke my foot in 3 places. I would take the Raiders to win the Super Bowl and do that again and again and again.
You'd break your foot over and over again for the Raiders to win. That's how you might out Raider Danny G. Thank you, Chico.
Sorry.
That's not as scary as the dentist, though. I'd break my foot for a championship.
What? I love the passion. I do, because we are Fox Sports, but that's just pathetic. I'm sorry. That's how I feel about it. Again, and I appreciate the passion for sports. That's why we do what we do, and we love it. But come on,
well,
man.
You're a Yankees fan, Covino. That would have been like if Rich said just my Lakers would have won. I've seen the Lakers
Breaking
win. Like
bones?
you've seen your Yankees
Danny,
win. You're
Danny,
spoiled.
Danny, Raiders are your number one, right?
Yeah.
I got another one. Pardon me. I don't want to cross any lines here.
But you're gonna.
But what if I told you the Raiders would win the Super Bowl, but your wife Brenda slept with Josh Jacobs?
No.
Oh, how dare you?
Yeah, no way.
Danny's like, don't ask me because I don't know the answer.
Yeah, well,
No.
I'm a
Danny's like,
linebacker. She doesn't like running back. She likes linebackers.
Danny's like,
Danny, ready?
definition of take one for the team.
Danny's thinking, do I get a ring?
Let's go to Chad in South Dakota. Chad, you're on with Covino and Rich. Dumb hypotheticals. Why not? It's a Friday. What's up, man?
Afternoon, guys. Love the show.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely. And we're going to channel, I think I would channel some Back to the Future 2.
Oh.
And you have the ultimate trifecta, right? You put all your money on it. So, yeah, not only do you have beautiful teeth that my teams win, but I'm filthy rich now.
So he's going Biff Sports Almanac with it. He goes, I'll know they'll win, so he's going to make some cash.
All right, I like his
I like how he's
process,
thinking.
Yeah.
Sergio in Missouri, you're on with CNR. What's up, buddy?
Hello, I am Chief fan, and not only would I get teeth cleaned once a month for Raiders not to ever make playoffs again, I would have in-law dinner or dinner with the in-laws once a week as well.
There you go, Sergio. He's doing
He's
everything.
trying to block my Raiders.
Yeah.
Tom,
Thank you, Sergio.
Tom is on in Oregon.
Hi,
Covino and
Tom.
Rich. What's up, Tom?
Hey, complaino and bitch. Hey, sorry about that.
What's up, bud?
How we
Hey.
doing? Loving the show.
Thanks,
Thank
buddy.
you, man.
So if all 5 of my teams won, Sharks, Giants, Raiders, my Ducks, no, I'm not doing it. My Blazers, no, I'm not doing it because it's a 1-year thing. It's an incredible high, and a lot of my teams haven't won in my lifetime. But no, my Giants won. 3 times.
Yeah, you got some good, you had some good ones in there, but
But he's saying there's a chance for a dynasty.
yeah,
I feel like only a maniac obsessed fan would do that. Like, remember Patton Oswalt and Big Fan?
yes.
Like a character like that who lives and does nothing else but root for that team. There's more to life than that. Come on now, have some dignity. That's how I feel about it. The dentist? You're asking someone to be tortured once. You barely go once every 6 months. You're saying every week?
Yeah.
Full of it. You guys are full of it.
Every week. Think about it at Covino and Rich.
I get your train of thought though, Rich.
Well,
You're at the dentist. Your team just
I'm
lost.
sitting there for 2.5 hours
I
getting
get it.
all these cavities, the old fillings pulled out, and your mouth is sort of, they pry it open. They're like, bite on this, and your mouth is open for 2 hours. Like,
Now your jaw hurts for a couple days.
yeah, and you know what?
This doesn't sound pleasant.
All I was thinking was, what if you told me I had to do this every week, but the Niners would have won the Super Bowl? And I was like, that's a dumb hypothetical that's worthy of Fox Sports Radio.
What
And
if you skip 1 week?
what's your final
Does it-
answer?
My final
Null and void.
answer,
Being fresh out of the chair.
if you told me Niners and the Mets, but no, I'm going to say,
Wait, hold on. I have a question. Do I get to go in the treasure chest and pick out a little prize every time I go?
And you get some floss and a toothbrush, yeah.
Do I? And I get a free toothbrush?
Man, those were the weakest toys ever.
Well, it says who? I like the little games you play. Those little mazes and stuff.
You know what? I wouldn't want... I have my own caveat to my own dumb hypothetical. If you told me the Niners and Mets would win, but within the next couple of years, because if you know it's happening, I don't think it's as fun.
Yeah.
Like if you told me go to the dentist every week for a year, and in the next 5 years, all your teams would win at some point.
Yeah,
that might be better because then you're it's not as predictable.
Yeah,
like if you know something's going to happen, maybe it's not as fun.